Okay, I have been wanting a CZ75 compact, either the safety version, which this is. Safety doesn't go up and slides back, just found that out. Or a PCR with a decocker. Local gun shop had this in the used shelf, used cabinet, for about 3 months, and I finally traded my Ruger SR 1911 45 caliber Commander for this, even up, and I don't miss the Ruger. I'm not real big into 45 caliber anymore, and this holds. Okay, so here's the story with this gun. Here's the story. I didn't notice this until I got home. Let me focus on this. This is a SemiCompact. I was thinking, SemiCompact? What the heck is that? So I asked the question on the pistol forum, and somebody said it's a rare CZ with a full-size CZ75 grip and a commander length, a compact length slide. Now the barrel on this is 3.5 inches, and the compact, I believe, I never measured one in person, it's supposed to be 3.75 inches, but this is 3.5 inches. So I called up CZ, and I don't care if people see the serial number of my guns. If you can see it, there you go. It's P and a 4-digit number. So I called them up and I said, hey, listen, what's up with this gun? And they said, I don't know. And they had to go find a few technicians. The woman had to ask a few technicians before the guy finally said, oh yeah. This was made in 2006, and it is something she had never heard of, and a couple other technicians had never heard of, but one guy did. And there is a person on the pistol forum that owns one. He said it's very rare, so I don't know what that means. I Googled it. It's almost impossible to find anything. I don't know if I found anything about this. So, slam. This was empty. If you didn't see it, not too bad. I'm holding an iPad with one hand. So, I replaced the factory hammer spring with a 15-pound hammer spring. I think that the double action weight was, boy, pretty close to 10 pounds. And now it's pretty much 8 pounds even. And I forget the single action. It's really light. The single action is super light. I was actually having a problem jerking the gun down because I was pulling too hard on the trigger. And so the one thing that you should see immediately is this trigger is too small for my finger. And after shooting 3 or 4 rounds, or 3 or 4 magazines, begins to hurt my trigger finger. So I ordered a flatter trigger from Cajun Gunworks and a few other little odds and ends, nothing big, some roll pins, a 13-pound hammer spring, which is not going to be necessary at all. But the only thing I really wanted was the different trigger. So, yes, this holds, the magazine holds 16 rounds, takes the same magazine as the full size. I think that this grip is going to be half an inch longer from everything I've read, the full size CZ. And That's just so light. And the double action's fine too. Cock this thing. Put the safety on. It's not the most positive safety, but it's plenty positive. It's not going to come off, especially since I carry it in a holster. But I really don't know what else to say. I don't like light rails on something like this. I like the ball cut. It's very Cold War-ish looking. And since I was born during the Cold War, the Cold War didn't end until I was about 30. I think we're back in the Cold War, aren't we? I like this look. So that's pretty much that. Don't know what else to say. It didn't appear to be used much, and it's plenty accurate. These Phillips head screw grip screws are horrific. Maybe I'll go to Home Depot or Lowe's and see if I can find a hex head screw that matches that thread pitch. And the sights, I don't know. I do fine at the range with it, but I'd rather have a more high visibility front sight. Out to 15 yards, it's a tack driver. I'm a tack driver. I can make this into a tack driver. At 25 yards, I really have to focus on that front sight and not jerk the trigger. And because I've been carrying and using revolvers for the past at least 2 years, I have a tendency to do that. Just pull too hard on the trigger, and my shots are going a little bit low at 25 yards. So that's that. That's the case. Came with 3 magazines. I lost one on the way home. I bought 2 mech guards. They're $22 each. And didn't cost anything except for the Ruger that was sitting in my safe for the past 4 years at least, without being used. And I'm a happy camper. It is heavy. I always think I'm done. There's one more thing. This is a heavy gun. It's 1 pound, 14 ounces. So what's that? 30 ounces? Yes, that's 30 ounces. Now that's without a magazine in it. With a magazine in it, it's probably 32 ounces, which is the stated weight. And with 16 rounds of 9mm, it's real heavy. I don't mind carrying heavy guns. I'm carrying it in a Glock 19 holster at the moment, and because CZ75 compact holsters aren't hanging off the shelf at the local stores, and I'm trying to find one online that I want a good holster. I don't want a piece of junk. As far as I was going to change these grips, but I actually like them. I like the all black. I was going to put wooden grips on, but this has that Cold War utilitarian look to it, and they're actually very comfortable. And I was going to get a compact. I'm going to push my hand up here as far as I can, and this is higher than I would normally hold a gun. I mean, I'm really jamming my fingers up into this trigger guard, and that's all I have. So my fear is with a compact, this is more like I'd hold it, I'm going to be hanging off the edge. Or the magazine base extension would give me more room, but I'm right back to the 1/2 inch extra length that this has with an extended base magazine on the compact. So what's the point? I didn't pay anything for this. I traded. So there you go. I like it. It's a cool gun. Been waiting to get one for a while. Take care.